solve the following inequalities. Okay, so he has given that the inequalities as, so the first thing is square root of minus x squared plus 6x minus 5 greater than 8 minus 2x. Okay, how to solve this? Just please watch the videos of inequalities, how we solve the inequalities after making the factorization using the wavy curve method. Please watch the videos. Now, how to solve this inequality for the first problem? Okay, it is clear that before understanding this first problem, we have to know that, for example, if a number square root of a number is given that greater than b, so that means what it is, square root of a number a, what is the value of a must be square root of a negative number not exists on the real axis, so that means a must be the real number, that means it must be greater than or equals to 0. So a, if it is a negative quantity, so if a is a negative quantity, the square root of a negative does not exist on the real axis. So to exist the square root of a value, okay, square root of a function or square root of any quantity, that means the quantity must be greater than or equals to 0. Okay, so if it is greater than or equals to 0, if I am assuming a is equals to 0, that means square root of 0 is 0. 0 greater than, whenever the 0 is greater than, when the 0 is greater than, 0 is greater than if the right hand side quantity is negative only, then this condition is satisfied. So that means here the condition, if square root of a quantity is greater than the another quantity, so the square root of that quantity, okay, the quantity in the square root has to be greater than or equals to 0, and the RHS of the quantity must be negative. Okay, are you getting? So that is the thing we need to consider, the concept here that has to be included. Now we can say that, just observe over here, so a greater than or equals to 0, and here we have the same thing. In place of a we have minus of x square minus x squared plus 6x minus 5 greater than 8 minus 2x. Okay, so that means here minus x square plus 6x minus 5 must be greater than or equals to 0. If the square root, under the square root, this quantity must be greater than or equals to 0. Whenever if it is greater than or equals to 0, the RHS, and okay, it has to be satisfy another condition. The RHS quantity 8 minus 2x, the b must be negative. RHS quantity must be less than 0. It must be negative. When the b is negative, means it has to be represented by b less than 0. Okay, so to solve this, the first inequality, square root of minus x square plus 6x minus 5 greater than 8 minus 2x, we need to consider the case. What is the first thing? Either minus x square plus 6x minus 5 greater than or equals to 0 and 8 minus 2x less than or equals to 0. Okay, I am mentioning here either. Okay, next, what is another possible condition we obtain over here? Or okay, if we square on the both sides for this inequality, what we obtain? Minus x squared plus 6x minus 5 is greater than 8 minus 2x whole square. Okay, if we apply the square on the both sides, then this is the condition we obtain. Okay, if this condition is obtained, on the RHS we have some quantity square. Okay, whenever we are squaring a quantity, and that must satisfy that 8 minus 2x, yes, 8 minus 2x is greater than or equals to 0. Square of any quantity is always greater than or equals to 0. Okay, now to solve the first problem, okay, to solve the first question, we have the two conditions. Either the first one is minus x square plus 6x minus 5 greater than or equals to 0 and 8 minus 2x less than 0, or minus x square plus 6x minus 5 greater than 8 minus 2x whole square and 8 minus 2x greater than or equals to 0. Now we consider the first case. Okay, here I am considering the case 1, that means either case. What is that one? Minus x square plus 6x minus 5 greater than or equals to 0, and 8 minus 2x less than 0. Okay, right. So now simply take minus as a common. We can write this is as x square minus 6x plus 5 greater than or equals to 0, and what it is minus is taken common, 2x minus 8 is less than 0. Okay, right. So now multiply with the minus 1 on the both sides. If any inequality is multiplied by a negative quantity, the inequality changes. So if we multiply with the minus 1, then the inequality changes, greater than or equals to become less than or equals to, and 2x minus 8 less than becomes greater than 0. Okay, now we can factorize this in as x minus 1 into x minus 5 less than or equals to 0, and what is if we take what is 2x greater than 8. Okay, right. Then what is the solution for this one? From the wavy curve method, so the RHS is made to 0, so the LHS is factorized, multiplied what is the coefficient of every, in the every factor the x coefficient is 1, then we need to represent in a real axis having the value size 1 and 5. Okay, having the value size 1 and 5. Then next, yes, having the value size 1 and 5, so equals to is condition is given, then we need to represent the closed braces. Okay, right of the rightmost root plus 5 to the right is represented with plus. Next, what it is odd powers. Odd powers means every root the what is it changes the sign. So after getting the 5, x minus 5 factor is having the odd power, it changes to minus, and after reaching plus 1, so x minus 1 factor is having odd power and it is plus, and our required portion is what it is less than or equals to 0. So equals to condition is given, then we can write, okay, then we can write the x values or x belongs to, so 1 is included and 5 is also included, equality condition, the closed braces 1 comma 5. Okay, closed braces 1 comma 5, and what is the another condition? X greater than 4. Okay, and x greater than 4, that means, and here x greater than 4 means x belongs to, will the 4 is included? Not, 4 comma infinity. Okay, for x greater than means 4 to infinity. Now what it is here, and is considered. Okay, here the and is taken. So if and is taken, how to summarize this? Now represent on a scale. So the values of x is equals to 1 to 5. So 1 and 5 are represented with dots. 1 and 5 are represented with dots. And next, what is another one? 4. Okay, now it is from 4. 4 is not included in this one, and it is from 4 to infinity. Okay, it is from 4 to infinity. So whenever and is in between the two solutions, then we need to make the intersection, that means the common portion of these two. What is the common portion of these two? We can write as x belongs to open braces 4 comma closed brace 5. Okay, are you getting? So here 4 to infinity, x greater than 4, that means open braces. Okay, the common portion of this is x belongs to open brace 4 comma 5. Okay, now the case 1 is solved now. Okay, now go for the case 2. What is the case 2? Now squaring on the both sides. Okay, if we square on the both sides, what will obtain? Minus x squared plus 6x minus 5 is greater than 8 minus 2x whole square, and square of this one 8 minus 2x is always greater than or equals to 0. Okay, right. Now simplify this, what will obtain? Minus x squared plus 6x minus 5 is greater than 64 plus 4x square minus, okay, 32, okay, minus 32x, and 8 minus 2x. So if we take minus as a common, what we'll get over here? If we take minus as a common, we can write this is as minus of 2x minus 8 greater than or equals to 0. Now try to simplify this. What will obtain? Minus 5x square, okay, 4x square will come over here, plus 38x, okay, plus 38x, and minus 64 minus 69 greater than 0, okay. And so if we multiply the inequality with the negative sign, it changes the inequality. 2x minus 8 less than or equals to 0. Now if we take again minus as a common, then we can write this is as minus 5x square minus 38x plus 69, okay, minus of 5x square minus 38x plus 69 is greater than 0, and we can write 2x is less than or equals to 8. And if we multiply the inequality with the negative sign, it changes the inequality. 5x square minus 38x plus 69 less than 0, and x less than or equals to 4. Okay, right. Next, we can factorize this is as 5x square minus 15x. Otherwise, if you are unable to factorize directly, just solve the factors with the help of the quadratic equation. Ax square plus bx plus c. The solutions are x is equals to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Then we can factorize over here. I am writing over here, it is as 69 less than 0 and x less than or equals to 4, and I am directly writing the factor size 5x minus 23 into x minus 3. These are the factors less than 0 and x less than or equals to 4. So whereas here if we make the factor of x as 1, x minus 23 by 5 into x minus 3 less than 0 and x less than or equals to 4. Okay, x less than or equals to 4. Here again it is in the form of what it is. By using the wavy curve method, we can directly solve this is as 1 is the value of x is 3 and less than means open braces, and another one 23 by 5 means it is 4 point something, and let I am representing over here it is 23 by 5. Right of the rightmost is plus. Next odd powers means minus and plus, okay. And our required solution is, it is from 3 to 23 by 5. Now x belongs to, but it is open braces, 23 by 5 comma, sorry, 3 to 23 by 5, okay, 3 is the smallest one, okay, 3 to 23 by 5. And what is another thing here? X less than or equals to 4, okay, x less than or equals to 4. Then what it is, and we can write over here it is as x less than or equals to 4 means x belongs to minus infinity comma 4 closed interval, okay, x belongs to minus infinity comma 4 closed interval, okay. Now how to find out this result by these two on a real scale? We can write this as minus infinity to plus infinity. So where this value is 3 and this value is 23 by 5, that means 4.6, okay, which is approximately equals to 4.6. Next, what it is, minus infinity 4, okay. Now I am representing over here it is 3 to 23.5, okay, open braces. These are not included in the solution. 3 and 23.5 are not included in the solution. Next, what is the another thing? Minus infinity 2, okay, minus infinity 2 what it is 4. Okay, let's this is 4 is included in the solution. Okay, 4 is included in the solution. Okay, right. Then next, what is our required result? The intersection and is given over here, and is given. That means we need to consider the intersection. That means x belongs to, what is the intersection? 3 to 4, open interval 3, closed interval 4. Okay, x belongs to open interval 3 and closed interval 4. Now, what is the solution? Either this one or this result. So we have two cases. Either the first case solution is x belongs to 4 comma 5, open 4 closed 5, or yes, or next 3 comma closed 4. Okay, open 3 comma closed 4. So that means now either or. Okay, r means we need to combine the two solutions. So now I am representing here. So first thing is 4 to 5, this is 4 and this one is 5. The open interval 4 to closed interval 5, closed is represented with dot, and next 3 to 4. Okay, and I'm representing 3 here, and 3 is, okay, 3 is open, sorry, here 3 is open. Okay, 3 is open, and next 4 is closed. Okay, 4 is closed. Now we need to add, totally we need to r means combine. Okay, so we can represent this as 4 comma 5 closed open union 3 comma 4. That means here we can write that the total result as x belongs to open 3 to closed 5. Okay, open 3 to closed 5, open 3 to closed 5. This is our required solution, and which can be written as, what is 3 less than x less than or equals to 5. This is our required solution for the given inequality. That is the first problem. Okay, I think you understand this concept very well. Just please have the patience and again watch the total this solution. You will get the idea how to solve the inequality. The next question is square root of 3x minus 8 less than minus 2. Okay, just before we discuss that, square root of a quantity is greater than b or less than b is given. Okay, here it is given that less than b. Okay, just now it is clearly that square root of a quantity. Now we'll check for the inequality. So square root of any quantity is exists whenever a greater than or equals to 0 only. So if a is assumed as 0, square root of 0, okay, and we have some b either positive or negative. Okay, we have b 0 and we have b. If it is b is positive, if it is b is greater than 0, okay, if b is greater than 0, okay, if b is greater than 0 positive, so 0 is greater than 1. If I consider as a 1, will it be a possible case? No. Now but, and here what he has given, square root of a quantity is always, okay, b is negative. Okay, when this is possible, b is negative means here we need to make it as square root of a greater than b. When b is negative, it will, b is negative, this will exist. Okay, so square root of a number, what he has given, 3x minus 8 is always greater than or equals to 0. Okay, 3x minus 8 we need to obtain, it is always greater than or equals to 0. But in the question he is saying that the 3x minus 8 is always less than minus 2. Will it is a possible case square root of a quantity is negative? Okay, square root of a quantity is always a positive. 3x minus 8 is always greater than or equals to 0. But in the question he has given that 3x minus 8 must be a negative. Square root of a quantity cannot be a less than the negative value. It is always be greater than the 0, greater than or equals to 0. So that means this problem, for this one, the values of x does not exist. Okay, the values of x does not exists. So x does not have any solution. Simply x is a null set. Okay, simply we can say that x is a null set. X does not have any values on the real axis. So why? Because square root of a quantity always be greater than or equals to 0, and but we are in the question he has given that the inequality, that square root of the quantity is less than the negative value, less than -2, less than negative is not possible. Okay, next question is square root of x square minus 3x minus 10 greater than 8 minus x. Okay, again it is in the form of square root of a greater than b. What are the possible cases we obtain? So the first thing is square root of a quantity. So that means the first thing we have to know that the square root of a quantity must be greater than or equals to 0. And what is RHS of, okay, in order to make this as greater than or equals to 0, the RHS quantity has to be less than 0. Okay, this is the first case. Either this condition has to be satisfied, or okay, or what is the condition? The next one, it has to be satisfied if we square on the both sides, x square minus 3x minus 10 is greater than 8 minus x whole square. Okay, and 8 minus x whole square means the square of any quantity is always greater than or equals to 0, but it not be a less than 0. Okay, now if we solve these two quantities, okay, if we solve these two conditions, then we will get our required solution. Okay, now first we'll try to solve the first one. So what is the first one? X square minus 3x minus 10 greater than or equals to 0. So that means we can factorize this is as x square, okay, x square minus 5x plus 2x minus 10 greater than or equals to 0. And if we take what it is, minus as a common, we can write as x minus 8. Okay, I am direct writing it as 8 minus x minus of x minus 8 less than 0. And if we multiply directly, I am writing it as negative quantity. If we multiply with the negative quantity, 8 minus x is, so yeah, x minus 8 is greater than 0. And we can factorize this as x plus 2 into x minus 5 is greater than or equals to 0, and x greater than 8. Okay, and x greater than 8. Okay, now so by using the wavy curve method, try to represent what it is, -2 and this is 5 greater than or equals to means these are included, these values are included in the solution, dot, and right of the rightmost root is plus, and all are having odd powers, plus and minus will come into the alternatively. And if we draw over here, and what is our required portion? Greater than or equals to, that means the plus sign is our required portion. Okay, the plus sign is our required portion. Then what, where we are obtaining the plus sign? From minus infinity to -2, and okay, and 2 to, okay, 2 to in, sorry, 5 to infinity. And we have another thing, x greater than 8. It is x greater than 8 means x belongs to 8 to infinity. From 8 it goes to infinity. It is a greater than means 8 open braces. Now what this can be written as, x is less than or equals to -2. Okay, x is less than or equals to -2, or x greater than or equals to 5. Okay, x greater than or equals to 5, and x greater than 8. Okay, and x greater than 8. Now try to summarize this. How we can summarize these values? So from the first one, okay, what we are having, it is -2 plus 5, and next 8 over here, and the first in x less than or equals to -2. From 2 has to be included in the solution. It is from minus infinity to, okay, x less than or equals to -2, minus infinity to -2, and x greater than or equals to 5 means x is from 5 to infinity. X is from 5 to plus infinity. Okay, plus infinity. X is 5 to infinity. Next, what is another thing? X greater than 8. Okay, greater than means small braces not included. Okay, it is 8 to infinity. Okay, 8 to infinity. Now here this is one solution and this one is another solution. In between we have and it means an intersection. Common portion has to be taken. What is the common portion in between these two? The common portion is 8 to infinity. X belongs to 8 to infinity. 8 is not included open braces. X is equals to 8 to infinity is our solution for the first case. And what about the next case, second case? And we are trying to solve this x square minus 3x minus 10 greater than, okay, so 64 plus x square minus 16x, and if we take minus as a common, x minus 8 less than or equals to 0. And if we solve this, what we obtain over here, x square and x square will cancel out, and what we can write this is as 13x. Okay, we can take minus 16x into the LHS side. We can write this is a 13x greater than 64 plus 1 74. That means x greater than 74 by 13. Okay, so x greater than 74 by 13. And what is another thing? X less than or equals to 8. Okay, and x less than or equals to 8. Okay, right. Now we'll summarize this. What will get? X greater than 74 by 13 means x belongs to 74 by 13. Sorry, okay, x belongs to 74 by 13 to infinity open braces, and x belongs to minus infinity to 8. Okay, x belongs to minus infinity to 8 closed braces. Okay, why? Because equals to 8. Now in a real scale, how we can represent from the minus infinity to plus infinity? So 74 by 13 approximately 5.7, 74 by 13 approximately 5.7 to infinity. So now 74 by 13 is not included and it goes to infinity. This is the kind of representation. And x belongs to minus infinity to 8. 74 by 13 is approximately as 5.7, and let consider over here this is as 8. 8 is included. So from minus infinity to, okay, minus infinity to 8. Okay, minus infinity to 8. Now in between we have and means common portion has to be taken. Okay, common region has to be taken. Now we can write x belongs to what it is, 74 by 13. Okay, has to be used here, but it is open braces, small circle. So 2. Okay, what is the next one? It is up to 8 only. Okay, it is up to 8. Okay, it is up to 8. It is closed. Okay, it is closed. Now we have two cases. For the two cases we obtain the two conditions as one condition is either x belongs to 8 to infinity open braces, or okay, either first case, the first case solution is x belongs to 8 to infinity, or what is another case, x belongs to 74 by 13 comma 8. Okay, now we can write this is as x belongs to 8 to infinity union what it is, 74 by 13 comma 8 closed. Okay, 74 by 13 comma 8 closed. Okay, now we will try to solve this plus infinity and minus infinity over here, and this one is 74 by 13 approximately 5.7, and this one is 8. Okay, so first one thing is 8 to infinity. Okay, 8 to infinity is this region, and 74 by 13 to 8. Okay, 8 is included over here. 74 by 13 to 8, 8 is included. And now R means all this portion. R means combine this portion. Okay, so we need to add the total portion. Then what is our total required result? 74 by 13 to infinity. Then our required solution is x belongs to 74 by 13 comma infinity, whereas 75 by 13 is open braces. Okay, open braces. Infinity is always represented with open braces. Infinity is also always represented with open braces. Now this is our required solution. Simply we can say that x greater than, okay, this can be written as x greater than 74 by 13 is our required solution. So I think you understand how the wavy curve method is used to find out the inequalities. Okay, and how to solve these type of inequalities using the what it is wavy curve method to find the solutions. Okay, thank you.